Spoiled SIL demanded my baby, so I exposed her live online. So here I am, a 37-year-old fella from the middle of nowhere USA, married to my wife for a solid 12 years, got a 9-year-old boy who's all energy and a 5-year-old girl who's sweeter than pie, and let me tell you, life with my little family's been a blessing, knock on wood. We've got our happy home, our routines, but there's this storm cloud that keeps blowing in from my wife's side of the family, her mom and her sister, and they're like a pair of buzzsaws tearing through my calm days with their wild drama. My sister-in-law, she's 29, single as can be, and spoiled to the core, the kind of gal who thinks the sun rises just to shine on her, can't handle hearing no without pitching a fit, and my mother-in-law, she's the ringleader, always stirring the pot, doling out cash and excuses to keep her princess perched on that pedestal. They swear, they're like characters ripped out of one of those daytime soaps my grandma used to watch, flouncing around like they're high society, wasting their afternoons getting their nails done and their hair teased at fancy salons, then burning up the evenings at bars or gaming parlors with a gaggle of equally useless ladies, sipping martinis and trading gossip like it's their full-time gig. They don't lift a finger for work, never have, just live off my father-in-law's dime. He's this quiet guy, always off making the money, barely shows his face at home, like he's more of an ATM than a family man, and there's this whisper going around that he's got a mistress stashed somewhere. My mother-in-law's in on it, and they've struck this unspoken deal where he keeps the cash flowing and she turns a blind eye so she can keep her cushy life. I don't know if it's true or not, but looking at how he just fades into the background while they run wild, it sure feels like it could be, because no man in his right mind would sit quiet through their nonsense otherwise. Now, my life's been rolling along fine despite their antics, but last week, things took a turn that had me seeing red. My mother-in-law calls me up out of the blue, says she wants to meet for lunch, and get this, it's a Wednesday afternoon, like I've got nothing better to do than drop everything for her. I'm ready to shut it down with a flat-out no. But she's been off my radar for a while, so I figure maybe she's got something worth hearing. I try to nudge it to dinner instead, thinking evenings might work better, but nope, she's got her precious card games with her posse, too busy for that, so we land on Saturday lunch instead, and I'm already bracing myself for whatever she's cooking up. Come Saturday, I show up at this little diner in my usual getup, jeans and a decent shirt, nothing fancy, just me being me, and here she comes strutting in, draped in this shimmery black dress that looks like she's about to hit a red carpet, not grab a burger at noon, and the first thing out of her mouth is a jab at my clothes, like I'm the one out of place. I let it slide, we sit down, make some small talk about the weather and the kids, and then she leans in, all serious, asking what me and my wife are planning to get her daughter, my sister-in-law, for her 30th birthday, and I'm sitting there confused because her 29th was just a couple months ago. We've got almost a whole year to go, but she's acting like it's tomorrow, starts yammering about how we botched her last birthday with a cheap $250 dress, not some high-end Zara number with a sapphire necklace to match, like that's our fault. Her girl threw a tantrum over it, and then she drops the bomb, she's got the perfect gift idea for us to give, says it'll make up for last time, and I'm thinking maybe a purse or a spa day, something in their wheelhouse, but no, she looks me dead in the eye and says, a baby, like it's the most normal thing in the world, wants us to have a kid and hand it over to her entitled little darling as a birthday present. I'm so stunned I can barely process it, make her repeat it a couple times to be sure I heard right, and she's dead serious, says it's because we ruined her 29th and owe her this. I flip my lid, tell her I'm not some stud horse here to breed for her daughter's whims, and I'm out, storming out of that diner like it's on fire, head spinning as I swing by to grab my son from his buddy's house, still fuming when I get home. My wife's already heard from her mom, who spun some half-baked tale about me refusing a reasonable gift idea, but my wife knows their game, doesn't bite, asks me what went down, and when I tell her they wanted us to gift our kid to her sister, she starts laughing so hard she's doubled over, thinking I'm pulling her leg, but when she sees I'm serious, her jaw drops, says there's no way we're having another kid, let alone giving it away, and we're on the same page, shaking our heads at how unhinged they are. Next day's Sunday, we're just lounging around, trying to enjoy a lazy day with the kids, when my mother-in-law shows up unannounced, banging on the door. I'm already beat from the week and just want to crash, start heading to the bedroom, but she stops me, says she's here to apologize, and I'm thinking maybe she's finally seen the light, so I sit down, give her the floor, and she starts with I'm sorry, but it's not what I expect. She's sorry she didn't explain it better, says her daughters turning 30 next year, been single too long, it's driving her nuts, and a baby would cheer her up, like it's a puppy or a new toy, not a human life. I'm boiling inside, tell her if her kid's so restless, she should get a job, not my baby, but she brushes that off, says adoption's too dicey, might come with bad genes, wants us to crank out a safe one since we're family. My wife jumps in, says it's ridiculous, Points out how creepy it'd be for me to father my sister-in-law's kid, but my mother-in-law's got no shame, says some friend's daughter-in-law played surrogate for her kid. So what's the big deal? I'm done. Tell her we're not a baby factory. She starts bawling, whining about how her precious girl can't find a man because her standards are sky high, needs someone to pamper her like they do. I snap back that the last guy got dumped over a Gucci bag he wouldn't buy, and I'm out. Tell her I'm sick to my stomach and need to lie down. She's still blabbering as I shut the bedroom door. Later, my wife comes in, cuddles up, says she told her mom to drop it, no more kids, no gifting anybody anything, and her mom stormed off in a huff, evil as ever. I'm thinking that's the end of it, but nah, these two are relentless. 2 weeks go by, it's quiet, I'm feeling good, then I find out my sister-in-law's been trashing my wife online. She's got this makeup video gig, decent following, and she's posting lies, saying I was on board to give her a baby but my wife's the roadblock, painting us as judgmental prudes because she's single, total bull, never even tried adoption like she claims, and her aunt calls my wife, asking why we're so cruel. That's when we see the posts. I'm chuckling at how dumb it all sounds, but it's eating at my wife, so we hatch a plan to turn the tables. I call my sister-in-law, play it sweet, say I'm worried about my wife's rep getting trashed, might just give her that baby. She's over the moon, thinks she's won, comes over all smug, and I suggest we go live, tell her followers she's getting her wish, clear my wife's name, she's all in, loves the spotlight. We start the stream. I let her ramble about dressing 18 buzzes in, dressing her baby girl up in makeup and tiaras from day one, dodging tears by handing her off to us when she cries. She's so full of herself she doesn't see the flood of hate rolling in from viewers. I keep it going. Ask how she'll handle the fussy times. She says our girls don't cry. I point out all kids cry. There's hours of work behind a clean baby. She says she'll just bring her to us when she's upset, take her back when she's good. I can't hold it in. Bust out laughing. She's mad, thinks I'm scaring her off, says she's better than my wife, more followers, better style, cuts the stream, storms out, doesn't even clock the damage she's done. My buddy records it all. I write a big post, lay out every red flag, her laziness, her entitlement, how she's never held a kid, shoot ours away as babies, still dodges my daughter over her precious nails. I tag her, drop it late when she's asleep, it blows up by morning. Her own followers troll her hard, call her too dumb to roam free, let alone raise a kid. My mother-in-law calls. I warn her I'm recording. She hangs up fast. No peep since me and my wife are still cracking up at the comments, loving how we shut them down. Now, let me shift gears to this other mess I went through, a whole different kind of gut punch. I'm just a regular guy who thought I'd found my forever girl, 3 years deep with my girlfriend, living together in my New York apartment, dreaming of rings and vows, till she ripped my world apart by cheating with my own cousin, left me picking up the pieces of a life I thought was solid. We met at this club downtown. She was the hottest thing there, legs for days, smile that could stop traffic. I figured I had no shot, but I took a swing anyway, chatted her up, and damn if she didn't bite. We hit it off, grabbed breakfast the next day, and from then on, we were a thing, stuck like glue. After a year and a half, she moved into my place, felt right. I was so head over heels I didn't even wonder if it was too fast, just knew I loved her, wanted her close. Then my cousin rolls into town, good old buddy from back in the day, used to live down south, but he lands a job up here. I'm stoked, talk to my building manager, snag him an apartment in our complex since he can't scout one himself. I'm thinking it's gonna be great having him nearby. We'd always been tight growing up, played video games online all the time, figured it'd be like old times, just closer. He gets settled, starts hanging at our place a lot. I've got this sweet gaming setup, big screen, comfy chairs, we dive into Call of Duty or whatever. He's never shy about saying my girl's a knockout, always going on about how lucky I am. I'd laugh, say yeah, she's a catch, never thought he'd cross that line, he's family, you know. So I didn't sweat it, didn't catch any weird vibes either. She didn't sit too close, they barely talked beyond hey and bye, seemed like they kept it respectful. All good in my book. Then a few months in, I'm out grabbing coffee with an old college pal, just planning to catch up, shoot the breeze. But he shows up with his new girl, and I'm thrown. She's my girlfriend's coworker. We'd tried hooking them up at a party once, thought it flopped, turns out they'd been keeping it hush-hush, didn't want the pressure. I'm grinning, thinking my girl's gonna love this, text her to swing by the cafe, say I've got a surprise. She hits back quick, says she can't, she's with that same friend who's sitting right across from me. I freeze, she's lying, no doubt, but why, what's she hiding? My gut's churning. I make up some excuse to my buddies, say she's got a migraine, needs meds, gotta run, they buy it. I'm out the door, racing home, heart pounding like a drum. I burst in, she's not there, but her makeup strewn across the bed, clothes tossed around like she was picking an outfit. I'm freaking, something's off, I need to talk to someone, head down the hall to my cousin's place, music's blaring. I knock hard, takes him a minute, I hear shuffling. he cracks the door, tries to play it cool, says he's got company, he'll catch me later. I'm not thinking it's her yet, no reason to, till I spot it, her birthday shirt, one I picked out special, slung over his couch arm, hits me like a freight train. I keep my face straight, nod, say sure, head back to my place, but my mind's racing. I've gotta know, dig into her laptop, pull up her Facebook messages with him, and there it is, my whole world crumbling. He'd asked what she saw in me, she said I'm funny, good guy, he shot back I'm not her type, said he is, she didn't argue, they're flirting hard, she drops the just got out of the shower line, they swap suggestive pics, dirty talk. That day, he'd messaged her he can't stop thinking about her, needs her, tells her to make an excuse, she does, and I know that's where she's at, with him, right then. I'm gutted, done, she's toast, he's dead to me, but I'm not letting this slide quiet. I screenshot it all, send it to myself, proof in case she spins lies. Lisa's in my name, thank God, so I can boot her out. She strolls in hours later, all casual, I don't waste a beat, tell her to pack her crap and get out, she's stunned. I say I know about her and my cousin, she's got 48 hours or I'm calling the cops. I grab my keys, crash at a buddy's for the night, they're blowing up my phone, her, him. Dozens of calls, I ignore everyone. While I'm out, I dump it all in a family group chat, lay out the betrayal. Everyone's floored. My cousin's folks are in there, apologizing like it's their fault. He's texting me, calling me a coward, says family's chewing him out, calling him a scumbag. Good, he is. I hit up our mutual friends too, spill the same story, they're shocked, siding with me. Some gals say she's begging them for a couch to crash on, they turn her down, say she's wrong for this. I go back 2 days later, she's gone, apartment's empty, no clue where she went, friends ghosted her, heard she shacked up with my cousin for a bit, but they clashed, he kicked her out after a week, she's a ghost now, vanished, and I'm left here, realizing you can't trust nobody, not even blood, leaves a bitter taste, but I'm still standing, dusting myself off, moving on.